Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Moxie and today I'm going to be sharing some tips I wish I knew before playing Palia. If you're unfamiliar with Palia, Palia is a free-to-play cozy MMO. So if you like cozy games, MMOs or both, then this may be the game you might like to try out. As someone who loves playing MMOs, the very first thing I wish I knew is that it is very different from other MMOs. I actively play Final Fantasy XIV and I have played for too many years to count, as well as playing other MMOs in the past, and I have to say Palia is very different for an MMO. There are a lot of mechanics that it has that others don't, which is really interesting. The first thing you'll want to do when you start the game is of course create your character. This is one of the fun parts about every game I play, and Palia's character creator is diverse with lots of different hair choices and skin tones too. I really like the graphics and art style for Palia, so it was really fun creating a character. Once you're happy with your chosen character, you need to know that once you're in the game, you'll only be able to change your hair and clothes currently, so that's something to consider before making your final choice. Palia runs on a day and night cycle and each day starts at 6 AM. This is important to know as you'll get mail twice a day, 6 AM and 6 PM. Your shipping box will be emptied at these times but also every 30 minutes, so try to plan your shipping needs accordingly if you want to sell items. In this game, the main mechanic is your focus bar, which you can see in the top left. This allows you to do whatever it is that you need to do in the game, like chopping down trees, fishing. However, it gets depleted over time as you do these activities. The fuller your focus bar, the more XP you get in whatever activities you're doing, so always try to keep your focus bar as topped up as you can. So this will lead on to how to keep your focus bar full. You'll replenish your focus bar by eating food. You'll need to keep eating to maintain your focus, and early on in the game you'll be able to craft simple food from items you gather. You will unlock better cooking equipment over time as you continue to play. The map is fairly big. There are fast travel points around the map which look like little boards, however they do cost gold to travel with, so please be mindful of this. If you need to mark an area or even an NPC, you can drop a waypoint by pressing in the middle mouse button. This will allow you to navigate to the direction of the NPC or wherever you're trying to get to. What's great about this is even if you're trying to find an NPC and they're walking around, it will still navigate you to their current destination, as these NPCs do love to wander off. If you do get stuck in a really far out area or you need to get home quickly, you can open the map and select return home. This feature has a 30-minute cooldown of in real life time, but it's so useful and saves you so much time. You are given a bunch of tools to start off with, which is great. You have a tool wheel which you can access by pressing R to change tool, or by pressing I. If you press I, you actually have the option to move tools around to your liking. But what if you want to equip your tool rather than running around with it in your hand? Well, this is what I was doing for a while. However, to unequip your tool, you just press X. Storage in Palia is actually quite generous. Your storage chests hold a lot and you can craft up to 8 to have on your plot. However, I would say to begin with, 1 or 2 will be more than enough. Even though you'll be gathering resources, the chests do hold a lot, so you don't need to worry about running out of space really quickly. A really fun tip to know about the storage chests is that to move them, you can go into the house menu by pressing H. That's right, you can move them with items in. Honestly, this is such a great quality of life feature because it's so annoying having to empty out a chest just to move it. There are different activities in Palia, but I would say it's definitely useful to gather as many resources as you can by chopping trees, breaking rocks, hunting, and also fishing. Fishing in every game is different, and Palia is no exception. I will say it may give you a challenge, and you really have to focus on what you're doing compared to other games. The cosmetic items and clothing sets are definitely some of the best paid items I've seen in a game. They're honestly so cool. The game is free to play and these items are cosmetic, so they don't give you a boost or advantage. They're just for fashion and they're not needed at all to progress in the game. They do have different price points, and the more fancier ones do of course cost more. However, if you have a Nintendo Switch and you link your account and play on your Nintendo Switch, then you can get some free items. They may be limited, but if you do have a Switch, it might be something to try out because they are quite cute. Obtaining your house in Palia is easy in theory, however it requires you buying blueprints and recipes to craft certain machines to then refine the materials. In my opinion, this was quite drawn out, not to mention your house takes 8 real life hours to build. The aspect of going to the NPC to buy a blueprint for something and then waiting for the items to be refined and processed was quite time consuming, especially when you're eager to play and maybe you don't have much time to play the game. With that being said, I definitely do see Palia's potential. As I mentioned before, it is free to play, so the pacing will be a little slower because it's an MMO and the game will require more time to progress. If you're thinking about trying it though, I would say definitely give it a go. It's free, so why not? Just have a try, see if you like it, see if it's your thing, and you may really enjoy it. It might not be your cup of tea, but at least you didn't lose anything just by trying it. I do hope these tips have been helpful. Thank you so much for all the comments that you've been leaving on my other videos. I really appreciate it. If you have any tips you'd like to share, please leave a comment so we can all learn together. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!